Starting at 1:46 p.m. local time, the National Weather Service in Jacksonville began to keep a close eye on a rapidly developing thunderstorm out in Suwannee County. At the time, the storm was around 90 miles from our location. Over the course of the next 4.5 hours, though, this thunderstorm would develop into a supercell and would have tornado warnings issued on it for a large majority of its time over the Florida Peninsula. So let's go over a brief rundown of the storm's alert history. At 2:03 p.m., the first severe thunderstorm warning was issued for Suwannee County, hazards being 60-mile-per-hour sustained wind gust and small hail. These threats remained relatively consistent throughout the entire duration of the storm, so I probably won't keep bringing these up. The next alert was issued at 2:30 p.m., once again for Suwannee County, but now including the neighboring Columbia County. At 2:44 p.m., the first tornado warning on the storm was issued, covering much of central Columbia County. By now, the storm is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, putting the storm right on track to impact the 5 Points area, which is north of Lake City. As of now, I have not seen any reports of damage from Columbia County. By 2:54 p.m., the third severe thunderstorm warning for the day had been issued. This new warning covered most of central and now northern Columbia County. At 3:21 p.m., the storm was given a second tornado warning, now covering what was left of the storm in Columbia County, but now focusing more towards Baker. After this alert, there would be a brief lull in tornadic indications on radar, leading to a brief period without tornado warnings. However, the severe thunderstorm warnings would continue. In fact, there would be a flurry of them. The leading edge of the storm that was being severe warned had lost a little bit of its luster by now, which was leading to the main core of the storm to intensify. This began when the next severe thunderstorm warning was issued at 3:58 p.m. for southern Charlton County in Georgia and extreme northeastern Baker County. Next up was at 4:13 p.m., once again for Baker County. And then 5 minutes later, at 4:18, they would issue another tornado warning that covered small portions of Baker, Nassau, and Duval counties. By 4:33, things were really beginning to heat up. Another severe thunderstorm warning was issued for the area to the northeast of the storm, now covering Nassau and western Duval counties. A few minutes later, something a little scary happened. By the time the next tornado warning was issued, which was at 4:37 p.m., the storm was moving eastward at 65 miles per hour. It was moving at 30 miles per hour to the east just a bit ago. However, the rotation was still just radar indicated. At 3:54 p.m., another severe thunderstorm warning was issued, with the storm just looking like a massive blob, but with a very distinct core. Once again, another tornado warning would be issued, this time at 5:02 p.m., and for the northern side of the storm. This included areas of downtown Jacksonville, which was a truly scary moment to see unfold live. And just 11 minutes later, the National Weather Service issued another tornado warning for areas to the east and to the more southern portions of the storm. The next alert would not be issued until 5:44 p.m., which was the final severe thunderstorm warning. As the storm moved off the Florida coast, the National Weather Service would give the storm a special marine warning at 6:55 p.m. Finally, at 8:05 p.m., a flash flood advisory was issued for portions of Baker, Nassau, and Duval counties due to heavy rain. Even hours after the main storm had passed, heavy rain continued to filter into the area, especially along the I-10 corridor where this alert was issued. And to be totally honest, I did not expect to put this much research into one storm that seemingly came out of nowhere on a December day, but I am very glad I did. It is fascinating to be able to see the full life cycle of a storm like this. But what I just presented to you was images. How about we take some look at some radar graphics? Now, whether the storm produced a tornado or not, I cannot deny that the storm seemed to have a powerful mesocyclone throughout, which, for those who don't remember, is just basically fancy weather terminology for a system of rotating air within a thunderstorm. Strong upper-level rotation was picked up throughout a large portion of the storm's life cycle. And funnily enough, the only report of any funnel cloud came out of a storm that happened further south, down in St. Johns and Putnam counties, not the storm that was tornado warned in Jacksonville. This cell never even had a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning, but it did have a special weather statement. A trained weather spotter spotted a funnel cloud 3 miles to the south of the town of Hastings, along a place named Swamp Cracker Road. Only in Florida, y'all. So I'm recording this part the day after on December 3rd, and I called the National Weather Service, and as of now, there has not been a confirmed tornado. So it looks like the storm did have a very strong rotating mesocyclone, but did not seem to be able to produce a full tornado, or at least not that we know of yet. Personally, looking back at the radar loop, I feel like if there was a tornado, it was probably at the time where it was first starting to get warned back in Lake City, because the radar imagery was looking a lot better there. Once it got to Jacksonville and the areas like Baker, Nassau County, it started to weaken up a bit and not look as intense, even though it was getting closer to the radar, which means that the radar beam is lower. You would think if there was intense winds near the ground, we would be seeing that. And while, yeah, that definitely did show up on radar, there wasn't really any couplet that showed that a tornado was definitely there. And as of now, there was no tornado. But anyway, with all that out of the way, we can finally get into the real meat of the video, which is the lightning footage we got from the storm. I'm so happy I held out hope for storms in December because this one did not disappoint. Let's get into it. Alright, hello everyone, it is December 2nd, 2023. It has been a long, 2.5 month period without any really major storms for us to record nearby. But right now, a tornado warning storm is heading directly for Jacksonville in December. And the storm has had a long history of rotation. Ducks. It's okay, I didn't hit any. We're good. It has had a long history of rotation. We've been watching the TV.
Stupid fucking ducks. Go!
We've been watching this storm for 2 hours now. 3 hours now. Sorry, ducks. Does someone have the same idea I do? Maybe. I'm pulling a power move on them though. Back up a little. Only being on that much of a slope. There we go. Alright. Anyway. We have this storm. We've been seeing lightning coming out of it. It's moving at 65 miles per hour to the east, so I don't really see a point in trying to keep up with it, by driving. And it's rush hour.
Strike.
I saw it too. So I think it would be really dangerous to go after this storm. So I think we're just gonna view it from afar. And I think someone else has the same idea down there.
Really?
They might be seeing it on TV and they're like, oh shit, a tornado?
Could you get the tripod set up? Yeah. Why did they bring the pizza?
Because I was hungry.
You already have a slice and 2 garlic knots.
I was hungry.
Well, at least you're putting the pizza down to help.
Can't help it.
Unless you want to grab the camera and I can do the tripod.
It's an Italian force of habit.
It's not fair. Yeah, no, when we were pulling up to start this footage, we already saw 3 flashes back to back.
You mean strikes?
Right, my bad. Strikes back to back. There was a good one. That was a really good bolt. They are. I remember this.
There's a lot of lightning happening that way right now.
The ducks are coming with. Oh, they might see that you got the pizza.
Maybe.
You gotta give one of them a piece. Like, give them a piece of the bread. That guy. He's looking up at you.
Yeah, seriously, this is a tornado warning storm heading right for fucking downtown Jacksonville.
Yeah.
This is not good.
No.
There's no firm tornado yet, but the rotation's looking pretty strong and it's really close to the ground now. We're within 20 miles.
Check the piece.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Menace!
That might have been a problem.
Okay. There's another right. That's it. Come on, ducks. Nice. Got another one. Can you try and throw the bread maybe away? That's what I'm trying to do. Like, you don't see it. There you go. There you go. Well, I'm definitely glad that I haven't published the lightning comp yet because I felt it. I was like, we gotta have at least one more storm sometime in December. Yeah. Usually it's with cold fronts, but I don't think there's a cold front right now. I guess the analysis of this video will
good bolt.
Yeah, Duck's just getting bullied.
I don't know if they're getting bullied or if they're kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's gone now. He went over to my car. Uh-oh. Why would you come back over here, dummy? I like this one. We're still showing a pretty healthy rotation, just about straight toward north now. More towards the northeast, but a lot of the lightning still seems to be occurring towards the west. I'll turn the camera as we need to. Still severe warning, still has a tornado warning for 23 more minutes. It is radar indicated at the moment. There has not been an observed tornado today, I will say that. But as you will see in some of the footage we go back, I saw like a donut hole on radar, and I was like, that had to be a tornado,
Yeah.
right? Like, I know it doesn't confirm it, but
Okay. Another strike.
Holy shit. That's a good one. Heard that one. Yeah, they were like isolated thunderstorms today. Tornado in Jacksonville. This is the type of bullshit I was talking about happens in the summer. Like 30% chance of isolated thunderstorms. Nothing crazy is gonna happen. Hurricane season's over. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
Idalia was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I was just thinking earlier about the video I made going down there. Pretty active hurricanes. Ooh. Dude, some of these bolts, these are really good.
Look. Hang on. Did you see that?
No.
I did this and reached down and the fucker bit at my hand.
It's nice that the Ducks came to watch the storm with us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, if there's a tornado on the ground, I'm sure we'll be hearing about it very shortly. Still very intense winds regardless. If it's not rotation, do you try to bite you?
Yeah.
Why are you just letting them bite you?
This is funny.
I think I saw the strike. Oh, damn. There you go.
People getting stopped by the dogs.
I hope that was in frame.
Damn.
The part of me that loves Mother Nature doesn't want the people doing construction here to cut down trees. The storm chaser in me wishes every fucking southern pine tree in the state would be cut down. So you can actually see shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Something I was really hoping for with this storm was to be able to, like, actually get time-lapse video of, like, a rotating thunderstorm, but by the time, like, it got here, it's been kind of, like, cloudy and overcast today anyway. The sun did start to come out a little bit, which is why I was thinking there was a good chance for storms, and I was right. But by the time we got out here, like, no, we were just way too out of range. This reminds me a lot of the storm we had back in June when the Native Americans came into our yard. Because I remember the other notable thing about that storm was, like, it was a long track supercell. Like, it was severe warned all the way from Lake City, and it, like, went across most of the northern peninsula where we live. And yeah, this pretty much did the same thing. It was warned before it went into Lake City as a tornado. It had a severe thunderstorm warning before that and a special weather statement. The storm's had a pretty long life cycle. It's been like a good 4 hours.
Yeah. There's two side by side.
Double strikes. Damn. Wow. Pretty impressive storm to come out of just a December day. It was pretty warm today. 80. Like, I didn't think we were going to get this.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, like, we had days in the summer that were less than that cold than this, and there was a lot more available energy.
Yeah.
Perfect. Looks like most of the lightning starting to happen in the northeast now. On radar right now, there's like a band of showers starting to form along the southern end of the storm again, kind of like what was happening earlier. There's no lightning or anything with it right now, but like on radar, the winds are coming in like 30, 40 miles per hour. So I wonder if we're going to get a gust front out of it.
We might.
Might. Watch the lightning for now, though. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to see much storms here at home. But up in Jacksonville, I'm sure they got a pretty good beating.
Yeah.
There's another good strike. Look at, we gotta get video of that. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Wow. No, you gotta come see it from over here. Look at this. Might miss lightning, but I think we got enough lightning for now. At least on that storm, we'll see what this could do. Look at that. Well, if lightning comes out of it, I think we'll be the first to know before the radar picks it up. Yeah. That's pretty. Wow.
I don't think camera can really ever capture stuff like this as good as it.
No, but I hope it does a good job still. It's probably just because the sun's starting to set. It's low.
I know.
But
like, especially that.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna turn on that because now the sun is starting to shine on the rain shaft, and like it doesn't come through on this screen, but I hope it comes through in rendering. It's like glowing, not glowing.
Pink.
Yeah, there's a purple and pink behind it. And then that over there, where you can actually see the bottom cloud layer, just looks like ominous.
Yeah. You want to go ahead and call the footage? I haven't seen a flash in a minute.
I think so, and also if you look, there's like some Doppler rain out in front of us.
Yeah.
So, making it